He's a man who captivated British fans like few have ever done. Ricky the Hitman Hatton, known for his aggressive crowd-pleasing style, Hatton left an indelible mark on the boxing world. But it was his highly anticipated showdown with Money Floyd Mayweather that served as a defining moment, a fight that held the potential for everlasting glory, but instead marked a turning point from which his career would never fully recover. Are you ready to unpack the life, the drama, and most importantly, the legendary fight that showcased the vulnerability of a seemingly invincible warrior? This is the story of Ricky Hatton's unforgettable bout against Floyd Mayweather. Before we dive into that fateful night in 2007, it's essential to understand just who Ricky Hatton was, and why his rise through the boxing ranks captured the hearts and imaginations of fans not just in Britain, but around the world. Making his professional debut in 1997 at the age of just 19, Ricky Hatton was a ball of energy with gloves on. Hailing from Manchester, England, he brought a workmanlike approach to the sport. Hatton was a relentless body puncher, someone who loved to mix it up on the inside, traits that immediately resonated with fans who loved his all-action style. Let's not forget, Hatton was climbing the ranks in a time when British boxing was desperately in need of a homegrown hero, and the Hitman fit the bill to perfection. By early 2000s, Hatton was becoming a force to reckon with. He captured the WBU light welterweight title in 2000 and defended it successfully an incredible 15 times. But Hatton had his eyes set on bigger prizes. In 2005, he stunned the boxing world by defeating the Australian legend Kostya Tszyu, thereby winning the IBF light welterweight title. This wasn't just a win, it was a statement. His victory over Tszyu sent shockwaves throughout the sport and cemented his place as a British icon. But Hatton was far from done. His appetite for success was insatiable. In 2006, he decided to move up in the weight to challenge for the WBA welterweight title. And guess what? He won that too, defeating Luis Calazzo in a nail-biter. By 2007, Hatton was a dual-weight world champion with an unblemished record of 43 wins, 31 of them by knockout. He had won the hearts of the British people and gained the attention of boxing aficionados worldwide. The stage was set for a mega fight that would elevate Hatton from a star to a legend. Enter Floyd Mayweather, the man many considered the best pound-for-pound boxer on the planet. Initial negotiations were anything but smooth. Mayweather was notoriously particular about the terms of his fights. Everything from the venue to the size of the gloves had to be just right. Hatton's team, however, wasn't willing to budge on certain financial aspects. There were moments when the entire deal seemed to be on the brink of collapse. But here's where the anticipation from fans came into play. The clamour for this match was deafening, and neither camp wanted to be the one to let that slip away. Both fighters began to engage in some classic pre-fight banter, each promising to knock the other out. Mayweather, as usual, was confident and dismissive of Hatton's chances. Hatton, never one to back down, promised a war and assured fans that he'd be the one to crack the Mayweather puzzle. The stage was set, the contracts were signed, and the world got the fight it had been salivating for. The bout was scheduled for December 8, 2007 at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, dubbed Undefeated as both drivers had yet to taste defeat. Hatton was the underdog, but you wouldn't know it from the army of British fans who flooded Vegas. More than 30,000 Brits crossed the Atlantic, filling the arena with renditions of There's Only One Ricky Hatton. For years, Ricky Hatton had been guided by the experienced hands of trainer Billy Graham. This was a dream team. Graham knew how to channel Hatton's aggressive style into a disciplined game plan that opponents simply couldn't figure out. But here's where the plot thickens. The long-standing partnership broke down just when Hatton needed it the most. Differences, both professional and personal, led to a split that would see Hatton change his corner for the very first time. And this wasn't just a change, it was a seismic shift in his training methodology. The question was, could Hatton adapt in time for the fight of his life? New workouts, new routines, a different perspective on strategy. Everything was turned upside down. Hatton had to go from years of familiarity to the stark unknown, with the clock ticking down to the biggest fight of his life. December 8th, 2007, MGM Grand, Las Vegas. The crowd was electric, and the tension, you could cut it with a knife. Round 1, and Mayweather is light on his feet, circling around and jabbing. On the flip side, Hatton, always the aggressor, comes forward and even manages to maul Mayweather up close. Did you catch that big left hook from Hatton? Both fighters are pretty intense in close combat. Kieran Mulvaney and Darius Ortiz both scored this round 10-9 in favour of Hatton. Wow, what an opening! Moving on to round 2, as soon as the bell rings, Hatton is out like a shot, landing some solid right hands and hooks. But hold on, Mayweather counters with a lovely straight right that finds its mark. Referee Cortez has to intervene multiple times due to the roughhousing between the two fighters. The judges are split here. Mulvaney gives it to Hatton, while Ortiz thinks Mayweather took the round. In round 3, Hatton's aggression continues to shine. Mayweather tries to tie him up, but Hatton is relentless. He even manages to land a leaping left hook, but Mayweather isn't backing down. He counters with a crisp right-left-right in the center of the ring. This time, Ortiz leans towards Mayweather, while Mulvaney sticks with Hatton. By round 4, it's clear that Mayweather has figured something out. He gets a bit more distance between him and Hatton, and as a result, starts landing some really crisp punches. The judges are unanimous this time, 10-9 in favor of Mayweather. Now, round 5 is a tough one to call. Hatton closes the distance yet again, but Mayweather's punches are much sharper. It's a real toss-up, but both judges end up scoring it 10-9 for Hatton. The drama intensifies in round 6. Hatton gets so aggressive that referee Cortez has to deduct a point. Mayweather keeps his cool, landing some great jabs and lefts. The point deduction tips the balance, and both judges score this one 10-8 for Mayweather. We get to round 7 and Mayweather's tight defense is starting to have an effect. Anytime there's a gap between them, Mayweather seizes the opportunity to land some sharp punches. Once again, both judges agree, 10-9 Mayweather. By round 8, Mayweather is really starting to pull ahead. He's landing some serious body shots, and a straight right that buckles Hatton's knees. Despite the onslaught, Hatton keeps coming, but the judges give this one to Mayweather. Round 9 follows a similar pattern. Mayweather is in full control, snapping back Hatton's head with jabs and hooks. Yet again, both judges agree. This round goes to Mayweather. And then we arrive at the fateful round 10. Mayweather lands a huge hook that sends Hatton to the canvas. Hatton goes down again, and referee Cortez waves it off. Floyd Mayweather knocks out Ricky Hatton in the 10th round. And just like that, the dream of dethroning Mayweather evaporates. Hatton is defeated, and this bout leaves an indelible mark on his legacy. Mayweather, on the other hand, solidifies his position as one of the all-time greats. This loss had a monumental impact on Ricky Hatton, both professionally and personally. On the professional front, Hatton continued to box but never quite regained the form that made him a superstar. Despite other wins post-Mayweather, the aura of invincibility was gone. Then there's the psychological aspect. Ricky Hatton had been candid about his struggles with depression following the loss to Mayweather. It's a brutal reminder of how defeats in the ring can take a toll far beyond physical bruises. Sports at this level are as much a mental game as they are physical. Still, it's crucial not to let this loss define Ricky Hatton's legacy. He continued to box, and even though he never regained his previous form, his influence on British boxing is indelible. His heart, his tenacity, his willingness to take on any and all corners, these are the qualities that make him a revered figure in British sport history to this day. And let's not forget, he's a man of the people, always quick with a joke or a smile, someone who remains deeply connected to his fans. One loss doesn't erase a lifetime of achievement. So there you have it, a deep dive into one of the most iconic fights in boxing history, its far-reaching impact, and the complex legacy it leaves behind. I want to thank you for joining me on this journey. If you enjoyed this comprehensive look into the Mayweather-Hatton saga and its aftermath, don't forget to hit that like button. And for more in-depth analysis and legendary stories from the world of boxing, be sure to subscribe to our channel.